people injured here. 2v2. Medean Cliff Mines, blue team. We've got ChaosGit, plays a Chaos Sorcerer offensive and Disruptive Commander, starts off in melee combat, has a lot of manipulation and generally annoying abilities. Bright pink. Alongside CryogenX plays a Grey Knight Brother Captain, and he's using the Grey Knight scheme. He's already a winner. Durable commander that walks through cover and cannot be suppressed. Very good offense and support fights in melee combat. Red team. Metroidd is a Commissar Lord. Good offense and support fights melee. Begins with an energy shield. This is Death Core of Krieg, recolored by the looks of it, hence the gas masks. And rounding out the teams is Lesten, plays an Eldar Farseer support commander that fights in melee combat. Lots of great buffs, some debuffs and good crowd control too later. Classic Medean. Then north is natural for red, looked after by Lesten, and south natural for blue team, looked after by ChaosGit. Contested victory point mid. Looks like this is kicking off. Cryogen versus Metroidd. Grey Knights versus Imperial Guard. Commissar Lord is moving in to tie up, or rather try to impede that strike squad. Should have ran into those stormtroopers, but here comes ChaosGit anyway. Double guardsman for Metroidd. No sign of a sentinel, so he's going to go straight into Catechins or a heavy weapon squad or spotters or something, most likely. And probably going to see the power sword for the Commissar Lord up against Grey Knights and Chaos. Meanwhile, Lesten has started to support mid, has some Dire Avengers and Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees, a agile melee unit with power melee weapons, good for slicing up heavy infantry and catching things in ambush. But they are pretty fragile, especially in this default state with no aspect. Basically really need their aspect in tier 1. Do have Farseer support though. You see guide there on those Dire Avengers, increasing our range and damage. They're shooting up those heretics. Heretics melt to anything, and he just doom blasted nothing. Doom blast the thin air, yes, and they are forced off. Banshees need to run away here. There we go. Farseer is going to go down. There we go. I took my offer, so Lesten probably did too. Brother Captain in retreat. Strat squad firing with their storm bolters. There's a doom bolts, and that thing can be nasty. Starting ability for the Chaos Sorcerer. He should be able to revive the Farseer from that position though. Metroidd, when he gets back into the mid without being forced off, kind of handicapped himself with just double guardsmen. Usually you see triple guardsmen if people are not getting a sentinel. Just double guardsmen is very, very easy to deal with. 500, 499, 1-to-1 cap. Not much advantage taken by blue team with this early pressure in terms of VPs, but they are capping mid for a 2-to-1, and Purgation is up for Cryogen. Now in a pretty good spot, I think, in terms of suppressing targets and dealing damage. We do have a guarded weapon team on the field for Lesten. Begins with a Shuriken cannon which suppresses infantry, and here come the Banshees, and they do have their aspect. They want for the aspect of fleetness. Allows them to leap over cover. The Purgation squad unable to suppress them there. Just too quick. Grenade launcher stormtroopers will help greatly against the Banshees. Just as I said, the Purgation were in a good spot in terms of suppression. The Banshees just run right in there. 500, 479, 2-to-1 cap for blue still. And Catechin Devils are on the field for Metroidd. Versatile squad, can support, disrupt from range, and counter melee squads, as well as being a detector, of course. You have Aspiring Champion Heretics and some Noise Marines for ChaosGit. Big fan of Noise Marines personally. Getting disrupted though by the Catechins. Heretics are in there, suppressing 2 squads with their Doom Blast, but getting too close. And Catechins just reacting slightly too late to capitalize and wipe out those Heretics. There is the Cacophony, disrupting all surrounding squads, including allies. You need to be careful how you position your Noise Marines when you use that. They do so much damage though, those guys, with their Sonic Blasters, which also disable ranged weapons, of course, and stop grenade throws and stuff like that. 500, 447. I wonder if it stops things like Destructor and stuff. If someone knows, let me know. We have 2 Guardsman squads with Sergeants, up to 9 models. There's the Purgation squad though, and look at the damage that little burst did. That was crazy. Commissar Lord does have the power sword. You might have seen him purchase it earlier. 50 DPS power melee with a decent ability. for only 20 power, I believe. 120 this piece of war gear. Very, very nice it is. Brother Captain almost level 2, done well in terms of XP. Chaos Sorcerer a bit behind, just over halfway. Commissar Lord is level 2. Farseer is back on her feet. Has some more Dire Avengers. Lesten, and now he's going to try and hit power, is he? He's taken half the hit points off this node already. And blue team are very much blobbing mid and pushing through to this power. Look, putting a lot of pressure on Metroidd, but here is Lesten to help. Has Howling Banshees and a Shuriken. Howling Banshees in amongst about 4 infantry squads there and the Brother Captain, and he instantly retreat out. There's the Disruptive Grenade Barrage from the Stormtroopers. Commissar Lord getting way too close, goes down to Heretics in melee. This is so much pressure on the red team. Can they recover from this? A pretty dominant tier 1 in terms of engagements for blue team. They need to make it count with power bashes and power defenses, because Lesten has snuck through double Dire Avengers and he's decapping the node here. Here come Purgation. Let's see how they do. Is he going to attack? What is he doing? There we go. Dodges the grenade. I'm not sure what he did there. Why he took so long to engage at range. Maybe he just forgot he had them coming out of HQ. Stormtroopers on capping duty. Blue team still harassing his power big time. Farseer revives the Commissar Lord. We've now lost the indicators and health bar etc. for both of the red commanders. Just a bug that often happens when a commander goes down. The Sorcerer is going to go down here. Special attack from the Farseer. She starts with such a good one. Quick animation, 360 knockback. Commissar Lord level 2, Farseer level 2, no war gear, and she's going to cap. They're both going to cap, having a little chat about the Chaos and Grenade Knights. No, both going to leave it, and Guardsmen are going to take over. 500, 358. There's that disruption again from range. It's got such good range, that unreliable grenade launcher. ChaosGit has lost one of his heretics. I believe he had 2, didn't he? Yes, he must have, because the CSM are the second squad on the roster injured. Pay attention. 500, 346. Nice Marines back at base. Up to full strength. Some Stormtroopers already on the field for Metroidd, and he's going for the assault kit. Makes their hell guns overcharged, and they have even longer range. And look at this. Purifies on the field. I love to see this unit played. Elite melee squad with the longest passive charge range in the game. Power melee weapons, big chunk of health, and a pretty awesome ability when they have their Justicar. Gives them the psychic field. 500, 345. They thrive with support though. Even a Terminator Librarian or the Brother Captain can take care of that. These guys still charging around in amongst those catechins. There's a shotgun blast. A few of the models were upright when were able to deliver that shotgun blast, but can they finish off the catechins? Very aggressive opening for the Purifiers here. ChaosGit, Sorcerer is still down. These guys going straight into base. Justicar is now up. Has that Nemesis Demon Hammer, which is a heavy melee hammer, and I think it still has. Does it have the 15% knockback chance? I believe it does. 500, 345. Eldar Farseer has the Doombringer. Two-handed spear as Doom, which debuffs a target. You can synergize that very well with her guide. 500, 345. Strike squad level 2 with a side cannon, which is how I'm seeing them used recently. Get them to level 2, give them a side cannon, give them a Justicar for some support, and they are a very useful little unit that can deal with a lot of targets, or at least help you versus a lot of targets. Whoa! Painful. The Nemesis Vortex, you see the pain that it can cause there. Dire Avengers in retreat path trying to melee a Brother Captain down. They're going to take him, I think. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down he goes. That Nemesis Vortex was awesome, and everything retreats out. We have Plasma Gun Guardsman with 9 models. Brother Captain surely will be revived from here. He's level 3. Chaos Sorcerer's level 2 has vestments of the warp. Say it correctly. Dark Creeper squad on the field for Lesten. Long range plasma damage, cannot argue with that. These guys are heavy infantry also. which I didn't know for the longest time, but it does make sense. They do have a 3+ save in the tabletop and are meant to be heavily armoured for Eldar. Shuriken cannon forced off. What was that? Hell Fury? Must have been. Purgation squad now have Psy cannons, which is very effective versus all targets and very loud. 489, 320. Shooting up mines. Big ruckus going on mid. Noise Marines getting lots of DPS in, but almost taken down. Stormtroopers getting shots in from way away. Is that the Sword of Flame as well? I think it is. I see coruscating flame on those heretics, which was helping them out there. Purifiers coming in. Can they close the distance though with those catagens there? I think they tried to use Psychic Field. There it is. Does believe it's plasma damage over time, which increases the longer that it's there for, so you don't want to stand around inside it. 473, 320. Commissar Lord, being a real nuisance, has stubbornness now, which is such a strong piece of war gear, I think. Regenerates his health and gives him a damage buff. 473, 315. Lesten with this Guardian weapon team still going to get flanked by the Strike Squad though. Howling Banshees are there, and there you see Energy Burst, reducing the Banshee speed greatly for a few seconds and draining their energy. Really good versus enemy commanders that are energy intensive. A melee apothecary doesn't want to see that thing. Bunker going up. I assume a medical bunker, unless he is forward thinking for vehicles in tier 3. Dropped into place, a global ability that all of the Imperial Guard commanders have. Howling Banshees capping top. You see the Exarch there with those dual power swords, or mirror swords as the tooltip refers to them as. Lots of power melee DPS on that one model, and you have the rest of the squad running in there. 473, 295. Guardsmen coming bottom to cap, or at least try to. Stormtroopers I think will push ahead and try and harass some power. There we go from range. Look at that range. Here come Noise Marines to shut them down. Aspiring Champion Heretics and some Chaos Space Marines, and they have Eternal War and an Aspiring Champion on the way, and Plague Marines on the way for ChaosGit. 460, 295. A two-pronged attack by ChaosGit in amongst with the Sorcerer. And look at that special. Metroidd had them bunched up, was asking for trouble. Here come Heretics. There's a shotgun blast. Nice little engagement here. A fragment grenade by the Assault Kit Stormtroopers. I always forget that they have that with the Assault Kit. Frag grenade can be so punishing because they're trying to close down the squad to engage them in melee combat, and they throw a grenade in your face. 426, 295. Good engagement from Metroidd. Sorcerer just about gets away, single digits hit points, but the captain goes down. What the heck happened there? Star Avengers wiped off the face of the planet. It might have been a Nemesis Vortex, might have been the Psychic Field, might have been a bit of both. There's the Basilisk Flare, reducing the range of these squads by 50%. That is a global for the Commissar Lord. And as you can see, it continues to affect you. As long as you're in the vicinity when it goes off, it seems to affect you even if you move away, which is annoying. 381, 295. Triple cap momentarily for red, now a double. They've really recovered well after that torrid time they had in tier 1. Lots of pressure on them. They lost their power, or at least some of it, but recovering well. These Stormtroopers have been a real pain for ChaosGit to deal with. You'd think he'd have what it takes. He can teleport in with the Chaos Sorcerer, he can shut them down with Noise Marines, he can melee them with the Heretics. But a Commissar Lord is a threat with that power sword, and stubbornness can be really difficult to deal with. 346, 295. Big engagement in the middle. Heretics in retreat. Eldar Farseer is in there. She's level 4 now, has Spirit Stones. A pretty spectacular heal that she has. Also revives commanders when you use it, I believe. And as you see there, when you revive commanders when she has it equipped, gives her health and energy, and I think double XP for it. She can level up very quickly in a 3v3 if she's reviving a lot with the Spirit Stones. That was painful. That was incredibly painful. Good grief. That was a Dark Flames into a Hell Fury. And all of the squad survive, I think. Wow, Stormtroopers must have had 1 hit point when they got away. That was crazy. Look at the bodies. He must have lost about 8 or 10 models there. Nemesis Halberd for the brother captain. Not sure why he's gone for that. Just for Banshees you get a 150/50 weapon. I would have just got the warding staff to support the Purifiers or anyone else that the Banshees want to have a run at. He's also got the Nemesis Vortex, which you've seen used very well at least once, and the Unending Purge. It's a very cool piece of wargear. Adds durability to the brother captain without giving him just yet another shield, which is nice. Dire Avengers fleeting in for double grenades. He's not moving. Boom. And he's lucky to only lose one model. They were split up pretty far there. All kicking off mid. Shuriken Cannon still causing havoc. There is the Psychic Field. 297, 295. Catachans need to be careful. These guys can bleed you quite a lot if you have a good engagement against them, and that halberd is not going to help their cause. Purifier stealing the bunker. Are we going to see a grenade thrown in there? Stormtroopers are there. I don't think they've used their grenade. They have full energy. Purifiers have got out anyway. The Sorcerer just about gets away. Commissar Lord trying to take on Purifiers and a kit it out. Level 6 brother captain is not going to end well for him. One generator up here for red. No generators here for... Sorry, one generator there for blue. No generators here for red. Fire Prism on the way for Lesten. ChaosGit has a Chaos Predator. Bright pink, cannot miss this thing. Grey Knights are so imber apparently. No mark for this thing yet, which is the smart play. I of course do not wait, so I get a mark immediately because I'm impatient and not very good. 297, 260. Fire Prism in base. Boom. Has a focus shot and a dispersed shot, and it's using a focus shot to great effect on this Predator. What is it doing? It's just sitting here taking shots. It's going to go down. Goes down to the Farseer. Rear armor hit with the Doombringer. What was he up to? Completely forgot about his existence. Cryogen is well into tier 3. Can get some stuff. Can get some Paladins out very soon. Needs 150 power. If he wants Paladins, I would go for a Land Raider Crusader, but he is going for Paladins. 297, 236. You have a heavy weapons squad getting their refractor field, which is pretty awesome. Prevents them being knocked down, which is a big deal for a setup team. Taking damage from these grenades though. Heretics now have grenade launchers level 3. Fire Prism comes in to disrupt their party with the dispersion field. What are these Stormtroopers up to? Throwing a grenade, there it is. Boom. Noise Marines not bothered. And Catachan steal the bunker back, and a full retreat. Why did he retreat? Could have Sonic blasted the crap out of that stuff. I suppose that Fire Prism was there. Brother Captain now level 7. Purifiers level 4. Wow. 27, 28 hit points. That is pain. They're reasonably mobile. They don't look it, but once they're in range for the charge, all of a sudden they're zipping around like banshees or something. Farseer level 6. She's switching to the Ghost Helm. That's a strange choice. See how she does with it. Lesten, apparently his banshees got stuck somewhere. I didn't know you could get stuck on this map unless it was caused by a webway gate, but I don't see any anywhere. 297, 198. Fire Prism getting shots. Shuriken sets up in the Sorcerer's face, but he can teleport right into it once he finishes the cap, if he can, with the Fire Prism there. He's trying to cap. 297, 193, but he's not going to be able to. Noise Marines with a Blastmaster now turns them into this artillery piece, and it's all kicking off mid. Can the Blastmaster get a shot on those Catachans? No, he's setting up. Catachans getting absolutely melted by stuff, but they're reinforcing off the bunker, and they do not go down. Paladins hit the field. Terminator variant with heavy melee Nemesis Demon Hammers. What was that? That was painful. That's what that was. Was that a... I have no idea what that was. Was it an Emperor's Wrath? Paladins now smacking on a bunker. 293, 193, 2-1 cap for red team. Brother Captain is level 8. Good grief, look at this guy go. The other hammer is up, but here's a Seer Council, and this is going to be interesting. Seer Council versus Purifiers, and these guys are level 4, so they're not messing around. If you can try and isolate those Paladins, the Seer Council will do very well, especially with Farseer, Guide, and Doom support. He's trying to revive the Commissar Lord here. He should switch to Spirit Stones before he does so, but he's doing it anyway. And Paladin's forced to teleport away from that Seer Council. And it was the Emperor's Wrath. 274-193. Paladins low on health. And now trying to fight Seer Councils is not going to end well for them. Look at the support that they have too. His Paladins are done for. Needs to move. That is Mind War on them. Cannot be suppressed, of course, by Mind War, but still take the damage. Commissar Lord switching back to Stubbornness. Some nice accessory switching by the red team, and the Paladins are done for. Seer Council, they didn't seem to get a lot of XP for that. Catechins hit level 3 though, and I'm not sure why it took Cryogen so long to come out and support. He has so much resources now and so much red. Surely he's going to drop a Land Raider when he gets the power, and they have a lot of power income. 258-193 Fire Prisms there. They haven't really done much to deal with this Fire Prism. ChaosGit now has double Plague Marines, but I need to go mid and start shooting at that thing. Keep them spread out. There's a Time Field. Armored Assyrian, one of the most annoying pieces of war gear to fight, and she's level 8 this Farseer now. Lehman Russ. Blue team fading here, I feel. 242-193. Got the Captain. Is he going to get away with that unending purge? Grenades in retreat part, not doing a whole lot. Down goes the Brother Captain. 234-193. Here is the Land Raider Crusader. 10-second delay before it gets dropped in. What is this Commissar Lord up to? Strike Squad level 4. Almost 2,000 hit points on these guys, and here is the Land Raider Crusader. There's a rocket run though. Ouch. The nuke for Imperial Guard. Incredibly effective, especially against infantry, but everything survives. Lehman Russ going to take shots at the Land Raider. It needs support badly. They need some long range AV on the field. They need a las cannon or something, because red team do have one. Crusader has Hurricane Bolters. That is 6 bolters strapped together, which is just as awesome as it sounds. Those things suppress from long range. Twilling to Salt Cannon as well, and a Multi-Melter on top. This is also a big support vehicle, so you get health and energy regen when you're close by it, as you see there on those CSM. Also allows you to reinforce. 197-193. Fire Prism getting a bit too close, but those Plague Marines disrupted by the Catechins. Sorcerer teleporting in, trying to revive. This is crazy. Not going to be able to with the Fire Prism there, no way. And he retreats out. 187-193. Strike Squad level 4, tying up the Shuriken, forcing it off. What is that? The Emperor's Wrath on the on the Land Raider. Did a lot of damage there. 172-193. I think the Land Raider has come a bit too late. Orbital gonna take down that heavy weapon squad. The shield completely freaking out there, but it does go down. 164-193. Commissar Lord is forced off as well. He now has the Xenos power core, but does go down. And blue team going to retake mid, I think, are they? 157-193. Double Fire Prisms for Lesten. Not the thing you want to see late game versus Eldar. Still has that Seer Council as well, guarding the North VP. Blue team need to cap their power back. They are taking a natural back, and mid is uncapped. Farseer now level 9. Very high level commanders in this game. Even the Sorcerer is level 7. Brother Captain is level 8 and down. Commissar Lord is level 6 and down. 126-193. Stormtroopers level 3 now. Can they level to 4? If they take out the Sorcerer, they will. Can they reload in time? I don't think they can. Now they're on the move, so they're missing shots. 10-11-9-8-5 gets away just about. So close to leveling. Can they take out a CSM model at level to 4? Let's see how much health they have at level 4. 12-16 now, which is pretty damn good on this squad. Catachan's trying to move in for melee combat. They're still level 3 as well. Crusader needs some repairs. Heretic should be repairing it right now. 103, 193 disruptive dispersion shots of those fire prism sonar. And this one's level 2. 91, 193 double cap for red. They have both of the naturals. For some reason they're not pushing mid. Most likely because of these noise marines with blastmaster. Seer counts are on them though. Special attacks, fling them all over the place. Got the crusaders there with that suppression. Guardsmen repairing the Leman Russ. 63, 193. Plague marines getting shots in. Plague marines are so awesome. Wow, flicked all over the place though by the fire prism. 58, 193. Cryogen with some more paladins on the way. Did not learn, ouch, from losing them to the Seer Council. I would have gone for, that was a crazy storm. I was about to say I would have gone for a Dreadnought, but with these double fire prisons around, I suppose that wouldn't have been too great. Just to try and deal with that Seer Council, but he does have the halberd for that. Level 9 brother captain. And Cryogen only has a strike squad. So he's pretty much done. What can he get? He's got paladins. Can he keep these guys alive though? He needs to just try and rebuild here. 51, 176. I'm not sure if he has time to do so. In situations like this, there's not one thing you can get to turn the tide. You've got to try and do well in engagements and just rebuild. Seer Council are going to eat a shot, but some of them leap in and disrupt the crap out of these Blastmaster noise marines. Can they finish them off? Yes they do. And finally they level up to 2. Paladins coming in to avenge their brothers and Seer Council running away. That's a Dark Flames. Double fire prism doing very well. Bleeding Dire Avenger on the floor, which is funny. Leman Russ getting shots. This thing has the elite tank crew and the Vanquisher cannon, I believe, since the turret looks a lot longer there. 51, 158. Strike squad running away. Red team have stolen this power. That's a Hellfury strike on mid. And the Commissar Lord standing proud with his shield up will cap it. 51, 158. He's level 7 this guy. Level 10 Farseer, yes. 1177 hit points, has Armor of the Assyrian, Spirit Stones, and that Doombringer. Level 8 Chaos Sorcerer, Sword of Flame, Vestments of the Warp, and he got these pieces of war gear quite late, got them in tier 2 I believe. Brother Captain also level 10, kicking some ass. Kashyyykin on the field for Metroidd. These guys are crazily awesome in terms of DPS, and they're quite speedy on their feet as well. They've got their weapon expertise, which will make these plasma guns better, as you see there from the tooltip. Increases or decreases reload time, I should say, which basically just buffs their DPS. 31, 158. They just haven't dealt with the fire prisms, have they? Been a constant pain in the ass ever since Lesten got the first one. They've done well regarding, I think, considering Cryogen lost, Paladins lost a Land Raider Crusader, ChaosGit lost a lot, and they're up against double fire prisms. They've done reasonably well to hang on here. Pressuring the top they are. There's a Rhino with a las cannon on top, twin link las cannon even. Brother Captain trying to take on Seer Council. He's level 10 but still can't manage it. Or can he? Forces them off just about. He might need to run away himself though. Fire prism's getting shots. That's another rocket run, good grief. Knocks them off the cap attempt. And that was very nicely placed, that second run there. GG, says Metroidd, does the double cap, and there is the game for red team. Some awesome stuff. We saw some crazy model losses. That big, and you still see the bodies from it, that big Hellfury Dark Flames combo, and that awesome Eldritch Storm which took out a Land Raider and killed a whole bunch of stuff. Good play from everyone, mistakes all round, but that's the game. Entertaining nonetheless. Good to see Kashyyykin get a run out at the end. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.